What we're going to do now is make the marinade for the beef jerky. And this is something I threw together, and it's really panned out well every time I made it. So we're going to do it again. But now this recipe is a big marinade because it's going to marinate at least a minimum of 5 pounds of meat. I didn't quite get 5 pounds of meat, but it's not really going to matter. It's right at 5 pounds. But anyway, we're going to start with a bottle of soy sauce. A bottle of Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce, whatever the hell that is. A bottle of teriyaki sauce. And these are just standard size bottles. These aren't like the huge ones. We're going to use 4 tablespoons of dark brown sugar. Now, not the light brown. We're using dark brown for this one. We're going to have 4 tablespoons of garlic powder. The same amount, 4 tablespoons of onion powder. Depending on how spicy you make it, we'll have anywhere from 2 to 4, and I'm just going to put 2 in here. Carmen doesn't like it too spicy. 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper. You're going to have a whole bottle of liquid smoke, and that's 4. It calls for about 5 ounces, I think it was, but this is a 4-ounce bottle, so we're just going to put it in there. And we're going to have about 4 ounces. Oh, that cayenne pepper's getting to me. About 4 ounces of molasses. And get that all off in there. And we're also going to add 3 small cans of Dr. Pepper, the little mini cans, or you can add 2 big cans, either way. I'm not going to bore y'all with it. We're going to whisk this around real good and get it mixed up and melted together. And then we're going to slice up the beef and then get it marinating. It's going to have to marinate for a good 24 hours or even longer if you want to, but we'll show y'all that in just a minute. Alright, we're back. What I've done is I've taken the meat, and you can use whatever we used, I think bottom round. I'm taking it and sliced every bit of the fat that we could get off the surface off of it, because that stuff ends up nasty if you don't. But we're using a meat slicer. You can do whatever you want to. We chilled it a little bit in the freezer so it'll cut a little bit better, but it's been sitting out now, so we'll have to see. But I usually make mine about no wider than a 1/4 inch thick, and we're going to give it a couple of test runs to make sure what's going on. It's going to get loud. Now that we've got everything sliced up, and you see that's some pretty stuff. It's tough meat. I mean, that's a good thing about it. It's going to be good when we get through with it. We're going to move this out of the way and I'll show you how to marinate it. And all you're doing, like I said, we did put a little bit of crushed red pepper in there, but you're going to take all your meat, and you can use a bowl, whatever you got. This is what I had. So, but anyway, that's about 5 pounds of meat right there. It's like 4 3/4 pounds. You're going to put it in here, and you're going to put it in the refrigerator for at least 24 hours. And you want to, every once in a while, just when you walk by to get a snack or something, just every once in a while give it a good stir or shake or whatever, depending on what you got it in. And make sure that that is getting evenly coated, or having time for the marinated contact with the meat, and it is good. Like I said, I've made this recipe several times. This is something I just kind of came up with, but it's really good. If you got, I don't know if y'all can see that, but see, it's already melted, starting to soak up that marinade. All right, into the refrigerator and on to the next step. All right, these have been soaking for about 4 hours, and you can see you still gonna have some, just because they were setting, you got some red still in here. If I can get it up there. Well, hey, what there? See, you got some red in there, and that's why it's important to keep them mixed. Just keep turning them about every 4 hours. And like I said, I mean, you can, when you go to work or something like that, you gotta just let them sit and just keep turning them. They'll be fine. And we're gonna let this go, like I said, for at least 24 hours. And that's at least. You can go longer than that. Be careful if you're using an aluminum pan like that. Don't stick the tongs through the bottom. That ain't good. But just give them a good turn. Just make sure they're all turned, because I've got 5 pounds of meat in here, so it takes a lot to turn. They're all kind of intermingled together. Make sure everything's good and mixed up. And by the time you get ready to put these on the dehydrator, it's going to be nothing but brown. You're not going to be able to see any pink in here. So there it is, turn number 1. We're not going to show you all the turns, all the flips and all that, but this is what you want to look for. They're going to be all brown time you get through, but just like I say, when you go get a snack, something like that, every so often, a few hours, just turn them, and they'll come out just fine. Finishing up the first tray, jerky here, and I'm not going to bore y'all with all putting it all together, but what you want to do is make sure, you could put it closer than this. We're not, because I've got 10 trays I can fill up. We've only got like 5 pounds of meat, but we want to give it, we're going to get plenty of circulation in it. We're going to get these on the dehydrator, and we'll show y'all what it looks like when we get everything in there, and we'll do a time lapse or something, and we'll come back to you in a little bit.
Rack 2.
We've been dehydrating the jerky for about 2 hours. We're going to check it out. Just look at it. It's coming along nicely. It ain't nowhere near ready. But I mean, if you start seeing it dry up some, it's getting dry in some places, and we're going to watch this. We're going to keep checking it. We got to watch it, because some pieces are a little thinner than others. I mean, that's just we cut it with a slicer, but it's still, you get some thin places. So we're going to watch it and watch for it. Some of it's going to have to come off before the other stuff, and we'll just try it and see what's going on. Keep checking it. Check back with y'all in a little bit.